Welcome in, everyone. Will Kennedy, head coach Kaleb Nobles. It's another UWF football show, and it's another victory UWF football show. 51-38, the final, coach. Congratulations, 9-0, 2-0 in conference play. This is a wild one.
It sure was, and then I think every time we come out here at Delta, it's a wild one. I think all of our games turn into shootouts, some really good games back and forth. It's a very well-coached team we just played, a very good team, very talented team. I think they're a playoff caliber team and probably should be in the playoffs, but I'm excited about our guys and how they played, and they're resilient. Our guys have been, this is our sixth state playing a game in, and they've been traveled the Southeast, even Oklahoma, and done a great job and prepared themselves for moments like this.
We do not do road games that aren't exciting. That's just kind of the brand at this point.
That's right.
You come out of the locker room and get off to a great start in this game. You get the football first, you score in your first two possessions, the defense is standing up. I mean, you're up 14-0, you're up 18 points twice in the first half, and this one, everything was feeling pretty good, but you knew they were kind of lurking there.
For sure.
They switched quarterbacks early in the game. One series with Cole Kirk, and then Garrett Ames comes in. Weirdest stat line I've probably ever seen. 6 of 25, but he throws for 3 touchdowns. He has a receiver with 4 catches and 200-something yards. It was weird.
Yeah, I'm sure that receiver will be Conference Player of the Week this week, and a very good week by those guys. And we kind of had a feeling they were going to play both quarterbacks. And Cole's a really good player and has done a lot of really good things. I know he's battled some injuries this year, but Garrett Ames, a really good passer. We tried to mix some things up, and unfortunately play some man coverage versus some good wide receivers like that. They get a chance to go make some plays, which they did, but our guys were resilient and really, did a good job of trying to shut them down in the second half.
I thought, you did some different things. Brought Tyree Davison, who we saw against West Virginia State, run the football effectively late in that game. But, man, big body near the goal line, and you mix him in. He also has a drive where 2 quick runs and you're in the end zone. He got contributions from a lot of different people.
Yeah, it's a team game. It's a team sport. And, we're not just going to be a one-man show and just him out there and let Marcus throw the ball. We're going to run the football. That's how you win games on this level. And very proud of our O-line. The quarterbacks and running backs get a lot of credit, but the O-line played phenomenal today.
Yes, sir.
Did a great job trying to move the line of scrimmage and really adjusting with some different looks than we had seen all week. But our guys are resilient, and they take adjustments really well, and they just keep jabbing.
The first drive, I had to go back to that for a second. He didn't throw the football once. I think we just ran it.
That's news to me. I didn't even know that.
No, so that wasn't planned?
No, that was not. No, we had a lot of pass game in the game plan that we thought was really good, but when you're running the ball well, you keep going. I think we went for it on 4th down and got a big run by Marcus and then a chance to go score at the end.
With big plays that they got, they're kind of able to get their way back into the game. There's a couple weird things that happen with a punt snap for them that we're able to scoop up. Joshua comes up and
Lumpy DeWeese.
Lumpy, okay. It was a different number.
Lumpy, that's right. He changed to 28.
Sorry, Lumpy DeWeese scoops one up and scores. And then they get a kick return,
of course,
for a touchdown. So, I mean, that's the kind of thing we're talking about. It's just you don't see that every day. Right. But the resiliency, your guys able to hang in there. You go to halftime, and at this point, you're in a dogfight.
Right.
But you come out in the second half, and they're going to get the football. But I thought right before the half, that drive to get the field goal was huge. You got the ball with like a minute left, and we're able to go down. Almost had a chance for a touchdown.
Right. Probably should have. We dropped a pass right here in front of us to the running back, and he probably would have walked in the end zone. But stay resilient, give a chance to Brogan Weber to go hit one through. He's really, really effective from that distance right there and does a really good job. And I was really resilient. Those 3 points are important when you come down to a game at the end.
Talking with Brogan right before we started shooting, I said, I don't know that I've ever seen a kicker with the ball twice in his hands, rolling out and looking. He nice job. He did a nice job throwing one out the back of the end zone.
He did. Yeah, my heart adds on about 10 years every time that happens. So we got a lot of clean up right there. We just got to build some confidence in the whole operation, and those guys will be fun.
Curtis Reardon, the receiver we mentioned, has this massive game, and he catches a 33-yarder, 39-yarder, gets a huge one late, and that was. You guys had kind of gotten back out in front, and then all of a sudden it's a 3rd and 22.
Right.
And they strike and find an 86-yarder. I told Cavell, your defensive coordinator, I said, if you need a clinic on how to get a pass interference instead of a touchdown, I'm your man. I can come teach that. No, but it really was a situation where you got to bounce right back. You guys are able to do that time and time again. We got to talk about the funniest play of the game. You get your quarterback late in the game. You're up big. You got a chance to kind of ice the game when you're up 7, and Marcus has, I think was it a 4th down run?
I might have been. Yeah, I got to go back and look. I don't know if it was 4th or it might have been 2nd down coming off.
He gets loose, and right up the middle of the field, he's running. It ends up being a 61-yard touchdown, but he looks back. We watch it on the broadcast. He looks back. Somebody's yelling. Somebody's sprinting down the sideline. It's this guy telling him to get down. Just a little too late. He tried to take
I know it. He saw me probably at the 10-yard line and heard me and couldn't. I lost my voice because of plays like that. But I was trying to get him to go down so we could just ice it and not give him the ball back because they're explosive on offense. So, you get a chance to go up 14 points. It probably makes sense to go score. And it's hard to tell a 20, 21-year-old kid to not go score a touchdown.
He's loose.
Right, he is. He's very fast.
Led you in rushing this game. I think he had 98 yards on the ground. He also had a big run where he got caught from behind in the first half, and so it was kind of like, wow, he's actually going to leave him this time. We're going to call it a Michael Jackson. He kind of like went on his toes and at his knees right in front of him and did.
And speaking of Michaels, I mean, TJ Lane basically has food poisoning and the flu and plays crazy. So Michael Jordan
game.
He had a great game.
I thought, it was a grind, and TJ was able to pick up some tough yards.
Right.
Jay Sharp, second half, kind of got and that two-headed monster that you've got. By the way, I told Sonia, our offensive line coach, Steve Sonia, another week where you outrush your passing game. So
yeah, that's crazy. Our O-line loves that for sure.
Kudos to the offensive line. Let's talk about one guy in particular, Tony Newsom.
Right.
Tony he's matched up on Reardon. There's a couple plays that he probably would want back.
Right.
But then he comes up with he reads a screen pass deep in their end and comes up and just jumps the route, almost takes it to the end zone, sets you up, first and goal from the 4, and that really kind of changed the game.
Yeah, and to be honest, we had practiced that screenplay a lot in practice, and crazy enough, Tony intercepted it every time in practice. So it's just film study, it's preparation, and really just buying into what we're trying to tell him, and knowing, formations, keys, yard lines, things like that. So just a great job of film study by him and being ready to make a play when we need it the most.
And he wasn't done. He comes up on the next possession for Delta, and their receiver stops the route, and quarterback throws a deep ball, and Tony just goes and finds it and picks it off again. And so, again, I thought, we saw, Colby Taylor late in the game.
Got
come up with a big sack. Colin Shaw, Kobe Clinton again.
That's right.
All over the field. Leads you in tackles for a second straight week, but just seems to be, it's not just tackles.
Right.
They carry a little extra weight.
They do. Yeah, he hits, and it makes people feel him when he gets hit. So he's done that all year with the last 2 years, and Walker Robinson had a great game, played through some injuries. Got a lot of guys banged up, so it's a great time to have a bye week and get a lot of people healthy to go down the 6-game stretch.
You mentioned, they're a good football team. West Alabama loses to Valdosta this week, so kind of removes them probably from the equation. But Valdosta all of a sudden is going to play Delta next week. And that's a huge game because with the automatic qualifier, for fans that don't know, if you win the conference this year, you're automatically in the playoffs. So I think the Blazers are 4-4 now, and all of a sudden they're
1-0 in the conference.
And they're probably thinking, okay, we beat Delta, then we set up a matchup in the last week of the season with the Argos, and it's for all the marbles.
Right.
You never know in the GFC.
You do never know. There's only 4 teams now, so every game really carries even more weight than it used to. So a lot of good teams, and we know we just got to be ready to play no matter who's across that sideline from us every week.
Get the bye week, which can be big this time of year with guys being banged up. One in particular, he catches a 55-yard pass, but a shoestring tackle, ankle tackle literally, and kind of Tyree Holloway gets rolled up a little bit, but he was the deep threat, and you kind of saw it in that one play.
For sure, yeah, and he's fine. He just rolled his ankle a little bit. He tried to go. He really wanted to get in there and play, and it's got to a point where we just said, "Hey, it's probably not smart. We'll just, let's finish this game without you and get you healthy for Valdosta coming up."
Got some other wide receivers, including back to the first half. Even Tyshawn Manziel made a great catch on that back line. Marcus found him, and we saw Watkins get in there on some kick returns. So all of a sudden,
it's a phenomenal play. Great play.
You got Byron back. We got guys coming in. So who knows? Who knows who will be the next one up? So 51-38 the final, 9-0 now, 2-0 in conference play. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Next game is going to be the 2 o'clock kick with Valdosta. He gets a week off, get the heart rate down. We'll all relax a little bit. Maybe try to turn the clock back because we're doing that tonight.
No doubt.
It ages you quick.
It sure does. A little bit more gray hair every week. Need all the fans we can get at Valdosta State too.
2 o'clock game, salute to service. So that's a cool part of it too. We'll honor the military, active duty, retired families, all that kind of stuff. It's a cool game. It's senior day too.
It is.
So you get a chance to honor all these guys who've been out there busting their hump, whether they've been here 1 year, they've been here.
That's right.
Not 8, but some have been hanging around a little while. We'll be on the radio at 1:50. It's on Flow College. So soak this one in. We'll take a little time. We'll close out the season. Look to go 10-0 for the first time. Everything's new. We've never done this before. Coach and I will sign off here from the Delta in Cleveland, Mississippi after a victory with a Go Argos.